Self-help has been around for years, decades, centuries, and despite our different opinions, different forms of self-help, we could all agree that the advice, quotation marks, was always somewhat valuable. But similar to my genitalia, after 200 days of profap, we become soft, flaccid. That's not what I meant. So long are the days of hard work, gratitude, and self-reflection, because they want you to be ignorant, they want you to be weak and stay poor, and stray away from the age-old traditions that built everything around you. But when you open your eyes to all the advice you're given, how that advice corrupts your reality, keeps you lame, because they know you want the money, the health, the lifestyle, the big booty bitches, and they know you're special, they know you have potential. But if you make the wrong decision, follow the wrong advice, those moments of success, those breakthroughs in your mind will never happen. You'll never get what you want. Another man driving your car, another man eating your steak, another man f***ing your bit. Actually, some guys like that, but not me, because I decided to wake up to some of the biggest lies known to the world. And I think it's about time that you woke up as well. The advice you've been told your whole life is absolutely dreadful. And I'm going to uncover the worst advice you could possibly follow. And wait till the end of the video, because I'm going to destroy all this advice with one thing. First bad advice is just be yourself. Now this advice is actually excellent if you're Bruce Wayne or James Bond. And if you are, then fine, be your damn self. But let's be honest, your money isn't right, the physique isn't on point, your charisma is non-existent. And that's not to say you can't improve, that's just how it is right now. You behave like a clown, but you're not funny. And that's why just being yourself, that advice is not going to help you. That advice is for soft, weak people because it allows no room for improvement. It's just a lie. In no way, shape or form can just being yourself be good. Because if you don't change your core beliefs, your core values, if you continue being yourself, you'll still skip gym. You still won't talk to that girl. And you still won't have the life you want. So an improved version of this is try be the person that you want to be. Because if your behaviors are the same, just being yourself, just being who you are right now, you still won't be happy and you'll still be lame. And I know you don't want that. Number two is there's someone out there for everyone. If someone says this to you, they just don't respect you. They think it's going to be so hard for you to find someone else that they give you the quintessential hope of finding someone in the future. Out of the billions of people, you'll find someone one day. I'm sure you will. 10 years later, you're still busting more nuts than a chipmunk. This advice is not only impractical, it's also condescending. And I would never give this advice because there is no one. There is no one girl for you. Stop thinking there's that teeny hope of glimmer of getting some pussy. There's tons of girls that are right for you, that would be compatible. But there's also many more that will be destructive. They just aren't the girl for you. For you, there's a specific type of girl, not just one, a subgroup of women that would fit perfectly into your life. There isn't just one puzzle piece. And when you realize this advice is a lie, that this advice is pointless, you'll navigate relationships in a way that you won't settle. Because she is not the one. If a girl leaves you, she wasn't the one. And there are plenty more girls more situated to build in your life. To build a life with, maybe have kids one day. There are plenty more girls, because I'll say it one more time. There is no one. And the third one is a bit controversial, but escape the matrix. Now this advice is normally what's given by people like Andrew Tate or Sneeko. And for the most part, this is actually good advice. My problem is with the modern day solutions to that advice. There are so many issues, but the remedies are so out of place. This advice is good, but with the solutions, you won't escape the matrix. The hedonism, getting as many girls as you can. Having intercourse with so many girls just to get your rocks off. The materialism, having all these cars and watches. Moving to big cities. Indulging in pleasures. Rejecting traditions like marriage. Now I'm not saying you don't need money. Money is very important. But for me, escaping the matrix includes different things. Finding a woman that's like-minded, has the same values, is willing to learn and teach you things as well. Escaping the matrix together, bringing your family too. Buying acres of land off grid. Building your family, building your community and avoiding the modern culture. And basically try to avoid all the NPCs and all that other bullshit. Chasing girls, getting material things might elevate you in the eyes of society and your peers. But it's the other side of the matrix coin. Not only are you in her guts and some leather seats, you're also still in the matrix, Neo. And these are the honourable mentions for the worst advice given to man. Live in a balanced way. So be balanced, follow the recommended amount. This amount is normally the amount they want to keep you lame. Want to keep you working, slaving away, working the 9 to 5 hunched over in an office and not improving your life at all. Drinking 2 units of alcohol, getting only a little bit of sunlight a day. Some interaction, some social media. Play some video games, do some work. Eat healthy, then eat processed garbage. Don't live in a balanced way. These things are just treats, so treat them like treats. You only live once, party in your 20s. Direct translation, waste your 20s. And be miserable in your 30s. And number 3, do what makes you happy. That advice isn't that bad, but don't follow it bluntly. Many of men have followed what they want to do, and that's not ended that well. Millionaires have gone broke, chasing what makes them happy. Chase pleasure, trying to be happy, do what makes you happy. You won't be righteous, because the right thing to do isn't always the thing that makes you happy. It's the things you don't want to do that shapes you. So what's the one piece of advice that I'd give you? The advice I give to every young man. One piece of advice you should focus on and not divert your attention. It's pretty damn simple, and it won't make much sense. But all you have to do is fail. Bro, I'm gonna fail this test. I'm gonna get every damn question wrong. Damn, how stupid are you? When I say fail, I mean you must do things, fail, and learn from those consequences. This is known as negative reinforcement. When you do something bad, when someone harms you, you learn from it. You'll never want to feel that feeling again. You've tried that advice and it doesn't work. You tried doing all these things and they don't work. So you stop them. When you're lazy, you don't self-improve. You get rejected by employees, rejected by girls, rejected by guys. And then you realize something is wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. And then you start fine-tuning your looks, the way you speak and present yourself. And most importantly, change the way you think. Whenever you're down on your luck, your girl might have left you. You'll think you're a failure, but you'll know that she isn't the one. You have failed, but that's okay. You'll learn from that relationship and bring knowledge into the next one. Can't you see that every single failure is a canon event? An event that needs to happen. So if you want to improve, look at failures. Failures of yourself and the failures of others. And instead of taking advice that just doesn't work, look at their failures, what worked for them, what didn't. And not just the advice they give. Because the modern advice wants to make you weak. The modern advice is flawed. Society has changed. Society is now modern. But only by staying traditional will you change it. And if you don't, you'll be truly lost. So learn from failures, learn from mistakes, and then you can finally start taking action. And be the man you want to be from actually improving upon your mistakes, failing and improving. So take your own advice, be objective. Self-reflection on your behavior and observing the behavior of others. Instead of following advice blindly. If you want your life to be like that, so be it. But I know deep down you don't. You don't want to listen to your alcoholic, out of shape, mentally unstable, delusional teachers for your life. Simply just don't and fail, make your own mistakes. And the people you want to be like, look at their mistakes and make sure you don't do them. And I know it's tempting to follow some generic advice and to blindly follow someone you don't even want to be like in the first place. Not only is it a disservice to you, it's a deterrent to your passion. But to be honest, I think you'll be okay. Because you will take L's. But don't take them L's in vain.